Hello, everybody. It is Monday. How are you tonight? How are you this Monday evening? Great to have you all here tonight on this Monday night. Tell me about your Monday. How was your Martin Luther King Day? Did you have holiday sales? Did people show up? What was your weekend? What was your Monday like? It's not your weekend. The weekend's over. The weekend's over. It is Monday. Hey, Julie Jankowitz, how are you tonight? Adele and Dazzle. Great to have you here. Rose, good to have you here as well. Great to have everybody here on this Monday. What are y'all grateful for on this Monday? Hey, Kitty. Hopefully it's a lovely evening in Illinois tonight. Hey, I'm glad it was a good sales day. We had good strong clothing sales today. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Clothing has really been picking up, so that is good. I'm glad to see that, and glad to see people out and about. Had a lot of great consignment drop-offs today, I know that. Mary Ann Live! How's little Missy? I've been worried about her. I hope little Missy's doing well. Great to have you all here. Great to have everybody here tonight on this Monday night. Hopefully you had great holiday sales. I mean, it's weird with the holidays now. You know, some of these Monday holidays are really great, and some of them are, It is a cool night. The fire sounds nice. I don't have a fire in this room. Next room over. Rose got her self-care Sunday on Monday. I love it. And Julie's ready for her PPP appointment. Well, I'm glad she's doing better, even though it's one step forward, two steps back on little Missy. But I am glad you got your ducks in a row, Julie, for the PPP. There has been a lot of duck gathering. I've been hearing from a lot of people on getting all their ducks together. It is a lot to do, and I've actually dedicated tomorrow at my desk so that I'm here for those frantic. It's asking me this question. I don't know what to do. So I have got my day set at my desk tomorrow. Got the coffee pot going, and that is where I will be tomorrow. Let's get this started so we can talk a little bit tonight. Because I want to sit down in front of the fire. That sounds like a nice idea, Kitty. I'm gonna stretch out my back and sit by the fire. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight we're on page 98. Good morning. Put some music in someone else's life today. Make the world a mixtape and see what it gives you in return. Boom. Yes, Julie, I agree with that. Let's keep little Missy moving forward. She is a national treasure. Let's see what I got in my pile here before we delve into PPP review here real quick, just because I know that is the hot topic tonight with the SBA getting ready to open in the morning. I got a couple quotes for you tonight. The employees must love the company before the customers ever will. Think about that. Your team has to love the company before the customers ever will. They are the gateway to your customers loving your store. That is what that quote means. So if your team loves your store, loves your business, then your customers will, because the love spreads out. Okay, the love overfloweth. The love overfloweth the cup. Is the idea there. And this one I liked as well because it really has to do with, well, think about this. Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. Think about that. You know, you guys have been evolving and changing and growing so much in this last year. I mean, it's really amazing what you have done. And I am so proud of all of you for doing that. But you have to continue to grow. You have to continue to evolve. You have to continue to build better, okay? Build it better. There's always better, you know? I mean, you know, building a better mousetrap. There's always better, always improving. And so you have to constantly be building better. And that is your goal. That is what you need to be working towards on a regular basis. And so that quote, even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. Keep that in mind as we continue to grow our way out of this. But the big thing is tomorrow opens the PPP. That's really the biggest news going on. Beyond, well, I guess, let me back up for a second. Today is Martin Luther King Day. And he was known as a peaceful protester. He was, you know, and brought love, not hate. And so he brings so many good ideals and so many good memories to us in these turbulent times. He is a man whose principles are worth remembering and learning from. So I start there. I start there tonight. Tomorrow is the PPP. Tomorrow's PPP day. Make sure you pee before you start working on your PPP. Okay, I don't want you to get confused when you're at your appointment with your bank or when you're in their online portal. Again, if this is your second PPP, so I'm going to start with the second PPP. If you are eligible to get a second PPP, you are eligible to get a second PPP if in any calendar quarter of 2020 your sales were down by 25% over 2019. Your 2020 calendar quarter sales in any quarter of the year were down 25% over 2019. Okay? Then you are eligible to get a second PPP. If they are not, you are not eligible. If you are confused, if you think you are close, but they're not adding up right, reach out to me and we can have a discussion about it. And I can look at your numbers. I've looked at a lot of numbers lately. And some of them, you know, you're right there. Some of them, no, you're nowhere close. And that's great, okay, that you're not down as much. Okay, it's still, everybody had a down time in the last year. But if you were not down enough, you do not qualify. There's been some misinformation out there because if your PPP is going to be under $150,000, you do not have to provide proof of the quarter that you were down in your application. You have to list the amount, but you do not actually have to provide backup to that. You do have to provide that backup to get forgiveness, regardless of loan amount. If the loan is over, if the PPP is over $150,000, you have to do it at an application. You have to provide the backup of your sales being down 25% as part of the application. If your loan is below $150,000, you do not have to provide it at the time of application, but you will still have to provide it to get the loan forgiven. And if you can't prove it, that is a problem, because then it will just be a loan. It will not get forgiven. So keep that in mind. And there's no partial forgiveness if you didn't hit that threshold. So if you were at 22% and down, it is no forgiveness. Okay, it's either 25% or more and it gets forgiven. 25% and less, it doesn't get forgiven. I mean, under 25%, it doesn't get forgiven. So I want to make sure you have your numbers in line. And if there's any question, don't hesitate to reach out. I am happy to help. Again, I'm going to be at my desk over there tomorrow, because I know many banks' portals aren't opening till tomorrow. When they can actually submit the application. Some banks were taking the applications early, but many banks are not opening their portals till tomorrow for people. And I know they have questions on there that they get hung up with. I've been getting them from people that have been working on the portal. You're also allowed, okay, so this is your choice. You can use 2020 payroll figures or 2019 payroll figures, whichever gets you a larger PPP. It is your choice. So that is completely your choice, and within your purview. They can't make you do one or the other. You don't have to take a lesser. You can take a larger amount. If your payroll was larger in 2019, you can use those numbers. And that's okay. You still have to spend this money according to the schedule, 60% on payroll, 40% on other allowable expenses. But it is completely within your purview how you spend that. And what, as long as it's on payroll, the 60% is on payroll. But those are the couple of the key points. One of the big things that a lot of people have gotten stuck on so far is what your original PPP SBA loan number is. It should be in the documents from your original PPP. If your bank forwarded you a thing to apply for forgiveness for your original PPP, it would be in there. You do not have to apply for forgiveness of your original PPP to get a second one. You do not need to apply for forgiveness yet, or to have had it forgiven. I am still recommending you wait on forgiveness until the new form comes out, which is going to be much, much easier. So I am still highly recommending that you wait until that new form comes out. I'm hoping it arrives very, very soon. Did I say hello, Krita? Hey, Krita, how are you tonight? I don't know if I said hello to you. So those are the key things. Those are the key components to the PPP for a second draw PPP. It is also very important for those of you who never got a PPP, and I have a few of you on my desk to call tomorrow, that if you never got a PPP, okay, most of you that did not get a PPP were either afraid of not getting it forgiven or did not get it because your idle loan advance was similar in amount to what your PPP, or was greater than the amount of what your PPP would be. Now that your idle advance is just a straight grant, there is no reason why you should not apply for a first PPP. Okay? No matter how big or small it is, you should apply. Okay? You are entitled to it, and you do have to do all the paperwork in the loan application, but you should absolutely apply for the first PPP. Get with your bank, see if they're participating in the PPP, and apply for that. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't at this point. The reasonings before really dealt with the advance that stopped people from going for it, because many people got an advance that was greater. And now that that's a grant, there's really no reason not to. So keep that in mind, and take a look at that because that is the biggest thing that I am getting right now. We'll get you through the PPP, okay, and then we'll go back to the employee retention tax credit this week. We're going to work on that, and one of the things I want to work on that with you is looking at your first PPP spend and forgiveness, because that dictates how, if you are able to take and when you can take the employee retention tax credit. But for some of you, that can be that credit, which when I say tax credit, because that's the actual technical term, this is actual cash. This is not some fictitious line item credit on your taxes. This is real money. But for those of you, especially in northern states, this can be quite sizable for you. This can be quite sizable for you. I know our Illinois contingent is going to do quite well with it under the current restrictions. Hey, Kelly, you're never tardy, Now we can start. Kelly's here, everybody. Let's get started. Oh, no, we reserved that for the Welties. Kelly, it's great to have you here. I hope all is well in Albuquerque, and that you are well. Hopefully I'll have an answer for you on the next day or so for your friend, once some of my people get back to me. But the important thing is to get your... Illinois is going to make out well in this, Julie. You're going to... I don't remember whether we've actually talked about it, but you're going to come out very, very well. And I should have more on that. I just want to get everybody through the PPP. And then I'll step through the process on that. I've been working hard on our own and validating that all out. But you're actually hoping for snow? Kelly, you're hoping for snow? You can keep it. You can keep it. I guess maybe it has to warm up to snow, so maybe it'll warm up to snow. I don't know, but I can skip the snow. I've actually enjoyed that we've had relatively calm. We had some flurries out there today, and that was about as much as I needed. That was as much as I needed. Great. I'm glad that your bank was accepting applications early, Kelly. I am glad that your bank accepted applications early and that you got that in, and that you're all set there. See, we've been getting plenty of rain. I don't need the moisture. I can skip that. I can skip some moisture. I could use some moisturizer maybe. It's a little dry here, but from having all the heaters going. But that is what's happening with the PPP. I should be able to catch up on everybody with PPP questions tomorrow, at least the ones that I have in my inbox right now. So if you have sent me an email, I should be catching up on those tomorrow. I'm, again, planning at my desk so that I can do that and make sure that, and I'm also at my desk tomorrow because I'm expecting that many of you will have that last minute question that you're in the middle of the application and it's asking for something and you're not sure whether to put X or Y, or maybe you should put B. I don't know why, but B. I don't know, but we'll help you through that. I will be here at my desk making sure that and ready to help you through it should you need it. That's where I will be all day tomorrow. So you'll know where to find me if you need me. This video and everything that I talk about every night goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. Noon, I tell you. It's a wonderful thing. Cassandra and Adele make all the files over there. They get the videos over there on the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when another one drops. You can also share narts.org/resalestrong out with all your friends, everybody you know in business, so we can help everybody get across the finish line here. We want everybody to get across the line. butcher, baker, candlestick maker, I want them on the finish line. Crossing it. We're all going to the other side of this. If you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night, with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight we're on page 9, no, we're not. We're on page 98. Good morning. Put some music in someone else's life today. Make the world a mixtape and see what it gives you in return. Our good night tonight is good night. Put some music in your life tonight. Make yourself a mixtape and see where your heart goes. That's right, your heart. Spread love, not hate. That is our mantra today on Martin Luther King Day. It's our mantra every day. It's our mantra every day. I am here every night in the Nards private Facebook group at more 8 than ish. I do like a good party, though. You know that. A wedding, a bar mitzvah even. We're going to party again. An inauguration. I didn't get invited to this one. But hey, we are going to party again. And when we do, I will be there with you. Yes, I will. I will be there. But until then, know that I'll be back here tomorrow night at more 8 than ish. I'll be at my desk there tomorrow if you have PPP questions. And know that you, and most importantly you, yes you're not alone running this store. I'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Have a great night. It's time for dinner.